Dame, how did it feel first game back in Modestown?
It felt good. I mean, I was super excited to play last night. Obviously, our first game playing at home. It was just good to get back on our home floor in front of our crowd and, get another game in.
What was kind of your impressions of Jusuf tonight? Kind of hustle plays. Seemed like he was kind of everywhere.
I mean, we've been encouraging Jusuf just to be that guy for us. He be a defensive stopper, rebound, be scrappy. Just be disruptive, and he's great at doing it. I think when you encourage somebody like that, and you also give them opportunity not just to do the dirty work, but when he's cutting, you feed him. When he's out in transition, you kick it ahead to him and let him be a part of the action because he's a skilled player, and I think the more that we can continue to feed him in those situations, it'll only be encouragement for him to continue to just be that dog that he is naturally. Physical, tough presence, and in that first three quarters where we really was out there, I thought he really had his hands all over the game.
Dan, what are the things that, from a player perspective, you think are really, like preseason you take and say that's a valid takeaway compared to the things where you're like, okay, it's preseason, I've done this for X amount of years, I'm not too worried about those kind of things. What are the things you think you take away from these games?
I think the number one thing for me in every preseason is, how much carryover we have from, the early September where we kind of putting our stuff in and talking about what our intentions are and the stuff that we really want to get done. And then going into training camp, how well do we execute those things in training camp when we actually have live action and the game is sped up. And then when you're playing against another team that's, trying to take things away and kind of forcing you out of your comfort zone. When we practice against each other, it's comfortable. We know each other. We got respect for each other. But when you get out there against another team that, they're trying to prove themselves as well, they're trying to win a game, and they also, may not think as highly of you as a team or individually as your teammates might, it just is different. So I'm always looking for the carryover. How is our mentality going to change versus each other versus a different team? How well do we execute our offense versus another team when they're not allowing us to just, have our spots? How disciplined are we in our defensive coverages, our communication? Just the carryover is the most important thing for me because I know that that's important. And the stuff that I really don't pay any mind to is the natural rust that you just see out there. You're going to see some turnovers. You're going to see some mistakes. And as long as we minimize those mistakes as the preseason goes on, I think you can, consider that a positive experience for the preseason. And the thing that I care the least about is the wins versus the losses because it doesn't count. So, that's that.
And what have you kind of felt from Jeremy so far? He's had a big block last night, kind of had one tonight too. I mean, how's he kind of impacted this team defensively so far? Just
his versatility. This dude looked like he was built in a lab. Just, long arms, 6'9", a full 6'9", athletic. Can change direction, fast. Quickness. I mean, he has all these things. These layers to him. That just makes us a better team. It gives us something that we haven't had since I've been here on the wing. And then you put that with the level of skill that he has, and, you see the impact right away. We look like a different team with him on the floor.
Asked by somebody in the Phoenix market to ask you this. I guess you have a Kyler Murray jersey coming your way?
Yeah, I do.
What do you think about that?
I mean, it sucks because I'm a Raiders fan and I made an irresponsible bet and the Raiders let me down. So now I got to pick a date to wear a Kyler Murray jersey, but I'm actually a Kyler Murray fan, so I ain't mad at it. I'm mad at the fact that I lost the bet and we lost the game, but it's all good.
You got the Broncos, though, so that's okay, right?
I mean, we always beat the Broncos, though.
Hey, not always.
That's your team?
I'm from Denver, so.
I'm from Oakland.
Hey, no, right?
It's not personal.
Makes sense, yeah.